going on, everyone? A few weeks ago, I got a holster from the holster store, and I decided to check it out and see what all the fuss was about. A lot of people talk shit about them, and I just didn't really get it. One guy was talking shit because his holster holds 3 or 4 guns. you know, uh, that's a good thing. You know what I mean? As long as it retains them all well. What the fuck's the problem? You got fucking one holster holds 3 or 4 guns. High five to you, bud. God damn. But so I decided to check it out. I was looking for a holster for the Taurus pt740 anyway, and the one here that I got is the high ride belt slide. Okay, and it does just what the name says. It rides high, and it goes on the belt. So the belt rides real low down here. So the muzzle of your weapon is, well, your whole gun's set up higher, but as your shirt comes down, the muzzle of your weapon's not sticking out below the shirt like a lot of holsters, that hold it up here. Your shirt may fall here and you got the muzzle sticking out the bottom. And I wanted to try to avoid that. So I went and got this thing and tried it out. I said I was going to make a review after a couple months. It's been a few weeks, maybe a month, if even that. And I don't see my views changing at all on this thing for negative or positive. I just don't see my views changing. So first of all, this thing's only 20 some bucks. It's broken pretty nice. It's got a little kick to it back here. It's not as detailed as like a Don Hume or something would be, but it retains the pistol nice, you know what I mean? And it's still easy to pull. So functionality wise of this holster, I'm really pleased, it served the purpose for this time of season very well, and I'll be using this thing for years to come probably, as long as I have this pistol. Or who knows, I might get this holster for another pistol. If you can see back here where it's been rubbing on my pants right there on the belt loop, and where the belt's been rubbing right there, the finish is kind of marred up a little bit, but I don't think that's such a bad thing. That's constant wear right there, no big deal. The stitching seems to be fine in the holster itself. I don't see this thing coming apart anytime soon. It's nice and thick. Like I said, the stitching's pretty good on this thing. I mean, it's not the prettiest done holster, but it's going to hold up. Functionality wise, again, this thing works great. I love the way this thing works. This is my favorite holster now. But cosmetically, okay, it's just one piece of leather. You see, it comes around and folds over. Alright, with the belt loop cut out, so your belt goes in here, comes out and across back here. Well, I know my camera's not that good, but if you can see here, it doesn't match up, okay? And in the belt slot, it's overlapped as well. The piece on the bottom sticks up higher right here, okay? And on the top, it's overlapped as well. Now, the more I've worn this thing, it's kind of, mashed it down in certain spots and kind of evened it out. But if you see here, it's just not level, You can tell right there. This sticks up higher than this side over here. As well as you turn it this way, this right here as well. And then the other side's overlapped underneath. Which functionality-wise has no problem at all. But as for just basic craftsmanship, it's just, well, what the fuck, man? I don't know what else to say. I'd watched a few videos and went on a few websites about leatherworking, and from my understanding, after they get that all together, there's pretty much just like a sander thing, that they just fucking, it sits there and spins and they just kind of, and just fucking even it all out with. It's kind of like they just skipped a nonchalant little fucking step. You know, it's no big deal. I mean, the holster functions fine, you know, but for the way it looks, I was kind of disappointed right there. I was like, well, fuck. But then again, what's the big deal? No one's gonna see this goddamn thing except for me. So that's not that big a deal. And plus, like I said, it was like 25 bucks or something. 23 bucks, something like that, you know. For the price, you know, it can't get much better. And plus, to find a holster for the Taurus pt740 was pretty tricky anyway. Or to find one that looked like that it may work comfortably. So if you have this pistol, I'd recommend giving this holster a try. It sits real close up to the body, keeps the pistol up high, so your shirt, you know, covers down below the muzzle well. Unless you're really reaching up high or stuff like that, you're not going to be able to see this pistol. I was at the store and I picked my friend's daughter up out of the cart because she was like, come here, or, you know, pick me up or whatever. So I picked her up and it kind of brushed my shirt up and you could barely see it. Now if I was wearing a regular holster where, you know, the belt was up here where it attached more, you know, you would have been able to see it a lot more. But that's not that big a deal. Great holster for the Taurus pt740. Check it out if you have this pistol. Next I'm going to be looking for, you know, winter's going to be over soon. I'm going to be looking for another inside the waistband one. I was using that fucking Uncle Mike size 12. And that fucking plastic clip sucks dick. So I've been looking at the DeSantis soft tuck. It's got a J clip on it. It's tuckable inside the waistband. It's made out of suede. Got leather reinforcement up around the top so you can reholster it. So I think that thing's only like 29 bucks. So I'll be doing a review on that here shortly after I get it. So thanks for watching, and don't pass the holster store up. From what I can say. I mean, it's the only holster I've owned from them, but I mean, it's not that bad, you know. It functions and works great. It's just cosmetically, you know, there's a couple problems, and they really aren't even that big. It's just millimeters overlapped, you know. Big fucking deal. Not that big a deal to me, but to some it may be. So, thanks a lot for watching.